But first, well, over the weekend, I wrote a column for the News Corp Sunday papers advocating that the Commonwealth should take over things when there's a pandemic, just as there is during war. The Commonwealth takes over. Forget the states. They've got their own self-serving agendas, and as we've seen with Victoria's Belt and Road Initiative, they're not team players. They put their own policies above those of the national interest. Now, they did it with education, this national cabinet, and now they're doing it with the borders. But the ultimate middle finger to Aussies came at the weekend when the states meekly put the white flag up to allow the Black Lives Matters protests to proceed. Now, here's the obligatory asterisk whenever we talk about Black Lives Matters. I don't care if they want to protest against white men wearing long socks. I don't care if they want to ban ugly people entering politics. Having a protest march in the middle of a pandemic is just wrong. It's plain wrong. And we're still in the middle of that pandemic. Let's not forget that. Only in the past few weeks has restrictions started to ease. Restaurants, pubs, cafes, they're still being limited to small numbers. In Queensland, the border remains closed. It's actually closed. We're in the middle of a pandemic. It means tens of thousands of people remain out of work. Those mostly in tourism, of course. Now, the susceptibility to a second wave of COVID-19 cases is real and worrying. And of course, the most exposed group of people to coronavirus, that's right, the most exposed of all is our Indigenous population. And as Victorian police never lifted a finger to arrest those at Saturday's rally, down on the Mornington Peninsula a few days later, they were dispersing people on the Rye Pier who were there to fish. They cited that they were not observing social distancing requirements and police moved people on. Incredible, just incredible. Rules for some, rules for others. Now here's the thing. Surely there's a smart barrister, a smart lawyer, sitting at home watching tonight who could wreak havoc with those 6,000 fines imposed on people allegedly flouting social distancing rules in Victoria. How could they possibly hold up in court when that march went ahead the way it did on Saturday? This country is divided on black lives in custody. We're also divided on COVID-19 because the states have hijacked the fiscal reform process. Anastasia Palaszczuk will be punished for her self-serving insanity on borders on October 31. Mark my words. The people of Queensland will see the border closure for what it is, a cynical, dumb, politically motivated piece of opportunism that is backfiring spectacularly. I see today she's not going to revisit the borders until June 30. That's 3 weeks away. As for Dan Andrews, honestly, seriously, if he's the best Victoria can do, that great state's in awful trouble.